Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the Technical Beast server. It is FTB time and I have something really cool to show you straight away that me and Ravens have been working on. If we fly over here you can see that there is a big field of wheat, and if we go in even closer you can see that this is all planted on xychorium soil blocks, and that goes all the way down 30 blocks. That's right, all of that area there is filled up with xychorium soil blocks, which is insane. Let's just go have a look over here. There's a hole just around here. You can see down as far as it goes. Oh, yeah. So that whole thing is filled up to this level here, so that's 30 blocks deep. And when we went into doing this, I didn't really think about it. I thought, what would be a good size? And Ravens was saying that the little golems can see 16 blocks, so I thought if we had them in the middle of a 16 by 16 area, then they'll be able to cover the whole of this field. So I made this just under 32 by 32. It's actually 28 by 28. So we put in a filler, cleared all of the blocks that were there, and then we started to fill it up with xychorium soil blocks, which was taking up a lot of our resources. And we got about halfway done when I started to realise that we're probably going to run out of resources to do this. So now that we've finally finished, I've calculated all the materials that we needed to do this. So 28 by 28, which is the size of this, is 784. So there's 784 spaces for the wheat to grow, and then we multiply that number by 30 to get the amount of xychorium soil blocks that we need, and that is 23,520. And that's the amount of blocks. That's insane. It occurred to us about halfway through doing it how much that really was. So over here we had a little crafting setup with the fabricators. I've taken it apart now, and we were working together just dumping tons and tons of material into it and then putting the soil blocks into the filler. So you can see here that we've pretty much gone through all of our actually not sure what these are called. Are these just ingots? Green xychorite. So we went through all of that. We had about 800 of them in total, and we even had to go through some of these as well and smelt them, so it was pretty crazy. But I calculated each of the different materials that we used. So in total we had to craft it 11,760 times, because for each craft that you do you get 2 soil blocks, and so that means we used 184 stacks of iron and redstone and 736 stacks of saplings, stone, and the green xychorium that we have here. Although I can't help but feel maybe I got my maths wrong somewhere, because I seem to remember this having around 800 when I started, but I don't know. And also after we finished doing this we were really struggling to get the last few layers done, because we had run out of the ingots and we had to smelt the crystals or whatever they're called. And then when we had finished this, I came over here and looked in these chests. I found some soil in this one, and then this one is also full of soil. So really foolish of me not to have thought of that earlier. And I've noticed there's another chest over here. This isn't mine, but it's got some of the stuff I was using in it. I think Raven's put that there. I was kind of expecting to see even more soil then, but there we go. So I wanted to show you that because I'm going to be moving on to the next step now, which is building a roof. I'll use a filler to do that, and I have some cool glass to build that with. This stuff right here, glass viewer, that's used for the tanks, I do believe. But I'm going to build like a structure over the top of this like we had before to protect the iron golems from thunder. I think we'll destroy them. So we'll put a roof on this, and then we're going to have 4 points that are going to be roughly in the middle of each quarter of this, and then that's going to be like a relay where they deposit the seeds and the wheat into, and then it's going to go up into some pneumatic tube pipes and come over here to this. The glass here looks really nice, and check this out. I'm going to put all of this in. It looks really cool when it's being made. There we go. And this stuff's nice and cheap as well. It's just 1 iron and a load of glass around it, and it looks a lot better than the default glass in my opinion, so I'm happy to use that right there. Looks like I might have given it too many materials actually. Yeah, I've got some left over there. So yeah, one of the things I was thinking about the roof here is that I'd like to put some lighting in, and so I was thinking of using those inverted lamps that we used before, and I was thinking the green would go well with it, you know, the yellow and the green soil, but you need cactus to make this, and I have no cactus whatsoever. Believe it or not, because after I made the farm and took it apart, I left the thing running overnight. I think it was the fermenters, and the biomass wasn't even getting used or something, and I forgot about it. It used up all of the cactus that I'd stored after I dismantled my farm. We got a skeleton attacking me. Wow, it's been ages since I've been attacked by a mob on this. I don't know where he spawned. It's not a lot. Well, actually, it looks like there might be a couple of patchy areas. So yeah, basically I used up all of the cactus after building an enormous cactus farm, wasted it on nothing, and this is now my cactus farm. I managed to find a bit of cactus and plop it down over here, and now I'm getting pricked. So let's just put those down. I think one of them got destroyed by the cactus. Yeah, so I run out of that, so I've got to build a cactus farm again. I think I might do one with red power that's very small and just runs around the clock. So yeah, over time it would build up, and then we'd have enough to build those lamps. But they do cause some lag, the redstone, the red power stuff. So as well as that, we ran out of cobblestone up here when we were making those blocks as well. We had to do some quarrying and make a load of stone as well, which backed up the system. And as well as that, we've been helping Nathan move away from his area to his new one. This is all that's left of what was here a while ago. There's still a portal, half a nether portal. Yeah, we got rid of all of this, and Nathan has now moved to his new area, so hopefully he doesn't mind me showing you guys. I'll put a link to his channel in the description box, of course, if you want to check out his LP and see what he's up to. But this is his B area, and this thing is huge. I mean, look at this structure, it looks really cool. I'm not sure if he's just going to leave it like that, or fill it in or anything, but that is a really cool structure, and it's at the right distance away from this building, I feel. It's nice that you can stand over here and look over there and see his structure, which is cool. So this area's, you know, got another nice building added to it at last. It's been a while. And yeah, I was just helping him move some items over and stuff like that. But anyway, let's get back to the wheat farm. Okay, I'm setting this thing up. I'm quite enjoying building this actually. I've been using these landmarks as sort of guidelines, so I started off by putting these two in the middle here. Now, if you remember I said it was 28 by 28, well, it's actually 29 on this side over here. So this is where I started, and that gave us this one wide bit in the middle, so I thought I'd break it up like that, which looks pretty cool. We need to light up the top though, because mobs will be able to spawn on here, so I'm thinking some wraith lamps maybe on top of each little section. And so I had to extend all of this over by one block, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. I actually need to change that over and put in the xychorium soil. Now I have removed some other xychorium soil, for example in the middle where we have a pillar, there's no longer any under there, so I can put it into the filler for this bit. And what we need for that is some bricks, so let's just fill this up and get this done while I'm talking about it. And also in the middle of each square that we have, I've got some xychorium on me, there we go. I've also removed one block right here. You can see I was using the landmarks again to figure out where the middle was, and in this case what we're doing is really small scale and it would have been quite easy to figure it out, but I don't know, I like using them. That's a really useful tool to have. So I removed all of the xychorium there because that is where our relays are going to go, and then our little friends are going to put in the seeds and wheat into those relays. So let's see how much more of this stuff we need. Whoa, that is a long way down. There we go. So yeah, we're going to have a relay in the middle of each one of these, then a pipe going up to the top, and then the pipes are just going to go over to the middle and connect up like a big I shape. So like they go across, then they come across the middle, and then what I think I'll do is on the one in the corner over here, we'll have it go off to the side to this, but I might rebuild this if I can think of a better design, or relocate it as well. So anyway, I'm going to continue working on this. The other idea that I had that I wanted to share was perhaps building some of these. If I were to do it, I really want to do them with the green, so I'm going to need some cactus dye, so I'm going to have to wait for my cactus over there to grow, and none of them have. Okay, I cannot remember what on earth I said I was going to do last time, because FTB is just like that. You want to do something simple and then you end up crafting for ages, but we're there, we've done this. Now I think I said that I wanted to put pneumatic tubes, which I crafted a load of, and put them in an I shape, and then it would go across this bit here. I started doing that and it looked really ugly, and I thought, do you know what, we can just use tesseracts, and I didn't have any item tesseracts, that's why I got distracted with crafting, and Ravens came over and put the golems down as well. And another thing that I've done is I put glowstone around the edge here and put down dirt in this fence. Everything is lit up and nice and neat, which is cool. But you can see at the moment there's lots of wheat lying around on the ground. These straw golem guys are the ones that break the wheat. Now they just tend to walk off like this in a random direction, and you know, this guy's made a decision to hit that one. Now where's he going to go? Over here. So it's not like they're working logically, like he's going to start here and go along in a row. So things aren't very efficient, and it seems like these guys may be even struggling to keep up with the straw golems as well, so we're probably going to need more overall. But you'll notice these golems, if you just watch them walking, there's a slight stuttering as they move. Now you can see this same stuttering if we look at the sun. Can you see how it bops back? You can see that with a lot of redstone clocks and things like that. The server is under a lot of strain at the moment. King Happy's been going on about it. We need to change up our areas and the chunk loaders that we're using. I've actually got 8 chunks loaded for all of this. Again, after I put them up, I was saying to Ravens that I really should have just taken the time to think, hey, is there any way I should do this? Because this is just more of a test than a permanent thing, and I could have like positioned it nicely into some chunks and maybe made it closer to that over there, but I'm sure we'll be able to sort out the problems with the server soon. We are running on a server that's shared with other people, so I need to look into sorting that out and maybe getting us on a dedicated server so we can do more on here. And I've got a feeling there's something else I was supposed to tell you about that I've been doing, but that's all I can remember at the moment. So yeah, the golems are putting the items into the relays, they're going into the tesseracts, so they come over here. And I've been watching the way they're coming in. It does seem a hell of a lot faster, which it should do, because we got all of this wheat and we got 4 times the amount of golems. And yeah, so more experimenting to do, and we're steadily filling up our tank. We are now up to 1.3. It has been a while since I last recorded. In fact, with most of the FTB stuff, it's generally recorded over several days, you know. Things take a lot of time. Oh, that was weird. And a moment ago, my game lagged like I've never seen it before. It's like the screen completely froze for about, I don't know, about 5 to 10 seconds before it came back, which was really strange. So hopefully we don't have any problems with this recording, but we are now up to 3.8, so this is steadily rising, and tomorrow I'm hoping to do some tests on the steam engine. So that should hopefully be filled up by then. You can see we've got lots of biomass being produced. That's because I actually put some saplings into the relay up here. Looks like it's put all of those into here now. You can see it's going through those at the moment. Just wanted to do that to help fill it up a bit. But anyway, I've been doing a few things in between that I wanted to show you. I captured this guy here. Now he looked ever so cute when he was a small little necromancer. I mean, I don't know why I didn't record it. It was adorable. So hopefully I'll capture another one of those at some point. But you can see I've built a little villager breeding cell over here, and that was so I could get Nathan some apiarist breeders. Oh god, am I saying that right? I think that's what they're called. If we go over to Nathan's area, you can see I put them in a glass cage for him over here. So we've got 2 of these fellas. Hello. I love the way they turn and look at you. But yeah, he'll be pleased with those, and as we breed more, I'm going to bring more of them over to him. And as well as that, I've just finished setting up a machine to help us make these things right here. We're going to need a lot of these in the future, the redstone energy cells, which are made from the frames, these things here, and these have a very similar recipe to tesseracts, which I'm trying to make more of at the moment. So one thing we need to make those is diamonds, and the other thing is hardened glass, which we have in this chest here. So as I was setting up these machines, I put the relays on either side because I wanted to see if you could use both of these to have a relay going into either one of them, which you can, and it just so happened that the pulverizer was next to it like this, and I was like, oh wait a minute, I can get it to come directly out of the pulverizer and into the induction smelter. So that's what it's doing. It's taking this obsidian, pulverizing it, that goes into the relay and into the induction smelter, and then we've got some lead up here as well. And so now we've got tons of hardened glass being made automatically. And if we go around here, I've built another little machine underground, or under the, and I can't sprint all of a sudden. Let's eat some steak. And if I fly over here, you can see this little thing here wasn't here before. This is just a basic machine to make diamonds. You can see it's making some at the end here. This didn't take me long to set up, and I started out with this idea that it would be very compact, but it just became easy to build it and get it done, because I think King is planning on making one of these machines himself. So what happened there? It seems that it's rejected it at some point. I'm not sure why that's happening, but I'm going to investigate that in a moment, because these diamonds haven't gone up in a while now, and I think it's chucking the items onto the ground, which is very strange. Yeah, so I'm sure you must have seen this somewhere else before, but basically you can make diamonds or industrial diamonds out of these coal chunks right here. So this is just automating all of that. We have a tesseract which is hooked up to King's new system, which I'll probably show you in one of the coming episodes, and that sends in coal, obsidian and flint, and that helps us make this diamond machine. Okay, so we are joined by Raven's Child now. You don't have too much clue what I'm doing at the moment. I'll explain to you as well as the guys watching. So the reason that I built these two machines, if you want to have a look, Ravens, I built this over here. You put in obsidian and lead into these relays at the top, and then they just filter them through the other ones, and you get hardened glass in this chest here. So it makes a lot of that, and all we have to do is fill it up every now and then.
That's nice.
The other machine I made was down here. It's a diamond machine. I'm sure you know the recipe for that.
Yeah.
It's actually under where you're standing right now.
Yeah, I'm coming. That's
There's
something.
stuff going through this at the moment. What is all that? There's loads and loads of gold dust coming through. I don't know. So if you just look over there, that's basically a diamond machine, and the end product is you get diamonds in this fabricator here. So we've got 15 extra at the moment.
Oh, that's good.
And I'll tell you what, when I'm down here, it's a little bit laggy, I've noticed. But anyway, the reason that I was getting all of that hardened glass and the diamonds was to make these frames. Actually, I haven't got them up right now. What do I need to type? Energy. Yeah, these redstone energy cells. I was just asking you questions about those. And the other thing as well was the redstone energy conduits. They have the same recipe as well. With the hardened glass, so I've got tons and tons of this stuff, and the reason that I've got it all together is so that we can go and do a test. You've been giving me the statistics, or the numbers, whatever you want to call it, that I need to calculate this.
Yeah.
So we have this full tank now, it's completely filled up, and there's 6,002,700, yeah, bleh. A lot in there, basically.
It's millibuckets. Yeah.
Millibuckets, yeah, which is 1,000, right? Is one.
It's 1,000 millibuckets, as said, is one bucket.
Yeah.
So.
I've got it written down, the stuff that you told me, on my other screen here. So for one bucket, and we have each one of these numbers in here, 1,000 is one bucket. So we have 6,272 buckets. We get 9,000 MJs from it, which is what we're trying to produce. And so that is, in total, all of this biofuel should equal to 56,448,000 megajoules, which is a hell of a lot.
You have to say that's in a steam boiler. So from the steam engines we get that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all. Yeah, those numbers are for the steam boiler setup, which is what we're going to be testing. Yeah. So I made 3 stacks of these. We actually only need a stack and a half. We need 94.08 if you want to go right down into the numbers, because each one of these will store 600,000 megajoules. So in total we need 94 and a little bit to store all of the biofuel that we have here as energy.
Okay.
So my plan is just to convert all of it to energy, so we see that happen, you know.
Okay.
That energy is just going to get stored, and then we'll use it for something else later.
Yeah, that's crazy. The good thing with the energy the energy cells is that we can transport them.
Exactly.
If we have over 100 energy cells with stored energy, we can go and use them on your quarries or on other stuff.
Exactly. We get to keep that energy. So in order to fill these all up with redstone, which is what we got to do next, we need a load of magma crucibles, which is what I have here. So I'm going to be setting this up. Also, King Happy in his new area has a load of xychorium tanks where he's storing tons and tons of liquid redstone for things like this. So what I've done here is I've got myself some liquiducts. I think we can use those to transfer them into the magma crucibles, right?
You don't need the magma crucibles if there's already stored molten redstone. Then you need a liquid transposer.
So I just crafted a stack of the wrong thing.
we always can use magma crucibles for something. So that's
I totally did, didn't I? I thought I got the right thing. Yeah, you're right. What was it I needed again? The
liquid transposer.
Transposer, that's the one. Okay, let's have a look at. Oh, that recipe is easy. That's very similar to the one I just done. In fact, what is different? They are all
very similar.
Oh, you use glass instead of nether brick. Okay, right. So we'll go craft that, and set up this in a moment, but I've got one thing to show you and the viewers as well. If you come over
Yes.
here, I noticed some iron golems.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think this guy's the leader because he's standing on top of and looking down at everyone?
Yeah, seems to be, yeah, seems to be.
But yeah, this amused me greatly a moment ago. I didn't expect to see so many of them, but they've all trapped themselves into this corner as well.
Mm. That's okay. They're e easier to grab with the portal gun then.
Yeah, there's an apiarist in there as well, so I got to transfer him. Oh, there's two of them by the looks of it.
Yeah, there are
Maybe
two,
more?
three, and this here another one. The thing is, I have to spoil the surprise and say I already saw that and snagged an apiarist and already brought one over to Nathan, but he already has one, two, I think.
Well, I think he needs as many as he can get, really, because he needs to find one with the
Uh,
correct trades in order.
yeah.
Then he can exploit them. So I'm just going to continue sending them over to him. Oh, look,
Um,
this guy's escaped. Oh, no, he's gone
no.
back in.
The next thing we could think about is, even if we might not need it, but yeah, something with these big guys here and make an iron farm or something. Don't know.
Yeah, that would be cool. There's a new iron farm design going around that was made by Tango Tech, which looks interesting. Another idea that just popped into my head: if there's villagers on this side of the wall, then they spawned there. It could be part of their spawning condition that they need a block to spawn on, but possibly what you could do is either remove all of the ground below them, and why can't I fly? There we go. Or
Mm.
just parts of the ground below them and put a water stream system in. So if they do need a block to spawn on, then they'll walk off at some point and fall into a water stream, and then you could have them go into some sort of breeding system where you pick out
Mm.
the ones that you want to keep.
And
Okay, we had a bit of a hiccup getting this going. Oh, do we even need that?
no, no, no.
We don't.
We don't
Okay.
need that.
Yeah, we had trouble getting King's Redstone out of here, but oh, now I've clicked on the wrong blooming thing. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, so we've got 8 of these on each side. They've now all got power and redstone going into them, so let's check that. Yep, you can see it's filling up. And so what we need to do, we have 8 on either side, so 8 of these are for our redstone energy frames, so that is in total 2 stacks of them right there that we're going to transpose and fill up with the redstone. Nothing's happening at the moment. Oh no, yep, the number's gone
You
down.
need energy.
Ignore me.
Yeah, you have to turn on the.
Oh right, if you just turned that on, maybe it didn't work for the first few, and now I've just noticed. Okay, cool. And oh, I see you've put a stack in there. Let's just put that. And then on the other side, we're going to put in these energy conduits, which are going to be useful because we need these to attach the output to. In fact, I've done this in a previous episode, I think. Oh, what happened there? Just sort of threw them out on the ground.
Yeah, he's when the no, it shouldn't be. Let me see.
Did you put some full ones in that? Oh, I think what they're doing is they're outputting them to the side. So, because they're linked up on the side, aren't they? Yeah, the red is the output on the side, so it's trying to send it into the one next to it.
Yeah, that could be. Then they will just go
Yeah, to the other side.
through the other side. Yeah.
Okay, I think everything is ready to go now. We have just finished filling these all up with redstone. We emptied King's tank and Raven's built this little setup here, so we got loads of magma crucibles making redstone. They're now sending that back to King's tank, but it turns out those magma crucibles I crafted were useful in the end. And if you have a look here, these are all of the energy frames. I've just piled them up like that. And then over here we have loads of them ready to be charged. So what we'll probably actually do is connect all of those and then go AFK, because it might take some time to get through all this biofuel. Any predictions how long that would take to go through all of this? It might be an overnight job by the looks of it. I might have
Yeah,
to put
yeah,
down another chunk loader.
yeah, could be a 2-day job.
Yeah. So I might be recording this next clip in a while. But anyway, let's fire this thing up. We've checked it. I've checked it and double checked it.
Oh,
Actually,
we didn't consider, and that's one thing we should do is these liquid fueled or the steam boilers
yeah.
need to heat up. They will use more biofuel first, and then the rest will come in.
Well, hopefully it's not enough to really.
No.
We should still get a really good idea of, you know, how much we're going to be getting from this
Yeah,
biofuel.
yeah, yeah.
So I think everything's ready to go. Let's
Yeah,
attach
connected.
this. I need to power it with redstone, don't I?
Yes.
Okay, I've always got some levers with me. There we go. Oh, do I need to change the pipes like that anywhere else on this system? I didn't have it on the previous one,
Um,
but I never ran it. I just built it as a.
no.
Let's look at this.
Let me see. No, no, no. I don't
Oh, there
think.
we go. Okay, it looks like it. I see what you mean. It takes a while for the temperature to go up, doesn't it?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, well we can see we're going to get 16,000 odd in there. That might be wasted, and then when it's full, yeah, it's going to take a while for the steam to go, isn't it? Well, I've got another tank over here, so I guess this can kind of add to our test, because if all of those, or at least almost all of them, fill up, we can kind of see the difference for how many it takes, how much MJs it takes. No, sorry, how much fuel it takes to get the steam boiler going.
Yeah.
But we can calculate that after.
We can see how many energy we get from this tank, this huge tank,
Yeah.
from a 20 Celsius tank to a 1000 Celsius tank, and then how many energy we
Yes,
can get from
exactly that.
Yeah.
So do you know how long it takes for this thing to sort of get going? Because I seem to
Um,
remember it taking a while when I tested it last time.
I had the numbers a second ago, but
Well, one thing's for sure, it will get there. Should we just make
yeah,
a cut
it's
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
hang around? Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're getting our first steam into the steam engine now. We're at 101. It's at 100 that it starts creating steam, and
Yeah.
we have used up about 80,000 on that, I think. So 80,000 biofuel to get it going. And is it when it gets the steam gets to the top? That's when it starts sending it out to the engines, right?
It should, it should. Um, we should see if the connections are right. And at the moment, it's just storing steam. That's good. So we can just see
Don't
if
we
the
need to change these liquid ducts at the top here? Oh yeah, we changed this, by the way. We need redstone to power the engines, so you can see
yeah.
what we've done there. Don't we need to change these liquid ducts so that they're on the extract and then they need to be powered?
No,
No? No
no,
power for these ones that I'm standing on up the top?
no.
No? Okay. So at what point is it going to start taking out? When the steam is full?
No, it's
Oh, it
already
just did
taking
it.
out. You have to connect it to the sides, it seems.
Ah, they're starting to produce MJs now. Nice. Are they all filling up that fast? They are. Seems to be an even spread of steam going into each of our engines.
Do you still have liquid ducts?
Doesn't this distribute equally? It does. Look, we've got MJs going into all of these all over the
Yeah,
place.
yeah,
I'm not sure if we mentioned that. We decided to put all of these down because we're probably going to have to leave this running overnight or something. So
yeah.
there you go. It's all hooked up and
Yeah.
ready to go. Okay, these things have almost hit like their maximum, which is 8 MJs per tick. Very cool.
Yeah, you can see it.
Oh, you've attached more things at the front here. Why's that?
I think we have to attach them to the side, only to be sure that
Oh,
they.
yeah, because they weren't extracting a moment ago. Did you start doing that and then they started extracting?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
But
maybe they can only extract from the front then.
yeah, yeah.
Like we might not
It
even
could
need these
it
ones.
could be a coincidence, but
Let's do a little experiment.
yeah.
Make sure I've got some liquid ducts on me because I don't want this to be horribly inefficient. I don't have any. Do you have liquid ducts?
No, I used all my liquid
I know
ducts
where they
now.
are. They're just over here. And there we go. There's a stack of those. So if I detach these ones, what is going to happen?
You have to be really fast.
Oh,
No, seems to take out as well, or?
oh, no, I was holding shift.
Yeah, yeah. It is
Is
still
it still working?
yeah.
Okay. Let's get rid of those and see what happens.
Give me a sec, give me a sec. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, some of our
it's
steam
taken
engines
out
dropped
steam.
down a little. Now they're heading back up. So when I disconnected those, they went down a little bit, which is probably a good example of the bandwidth that I talked about earlier in the episode. Or in the last one, I forget. Everything's a big blur. Okay, anyway, these are starting to fill up now, so I guess I'm going to next record when this is empty, hopefully, as long as it gets done in the right amount of time, because I do have to put an episode out at some point. So there you go. So I just had a chat with Rabens about what it is we're going to do, because we're going to be working together on a project. I can't even remember if I mentioned that, you know, I talk about so much stuff in these episodes. Anyway, this thing is running well. Everything is at 8 megajoules here, you can see. The energy is getting distributed into the energy cells. These ones here at the front have a lot more than the ones behind them, as you would imagine. Is it just that one, by the way? Because these all seem to have between 3 and 4,000, or maybe even 5,000 like that one. This one is connected twice from underneath and the front, and that one has a significant amount more than any other ones around here. That's interesting. Anyway, I'm actually going to render and upload this video, because I don't think I'm going to get it done in time if I wait for all of this biofuel to get used by the steam engine. So that is it for this episode, and tune in next time to see all of these filled up with energy. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.